You know, Toronto has some incredible things. Great shopping, great music, great beer, and great food too. Some of the most incredible restaurants here in Toronto. In fact, Toronto and Los Angeles recently in Food and Wine magazine were just listed as two of the top new hit restaurant cities in the world, actually. So we're going to go inside here in this restaurant, see a friend of mine talk about some cold fusion, some flex, and see some of the great cuisine that he specializes here in Toronto. Right here. So let's go inside here. I'm going to introduce you to Ryan Favreau here, from the new media team, and one of the few Flex developers here in Toronto, at least one of the major ones. So Ryan, tell me, like, what is the situation with the Flex scene in Toronto? Like, the Flash scene in Toronto is huge, of course, one of the biggest. Yet there aren't many Flex developers here yet. What's the situation?
Well, it's not that there aren't any Flex developers. The Flex market is just in its infancy. It's growing. There's a lot of companies that are starting into Flex right now, and they're doing some really creative stuff. My own, plus some others. There are a lot of. I would say there's quite a large contingent in our user group, but a lot of them are just coming and seeing what Flex is about. And I think the Flex bug will bite, and we'll see an explosion in Flex developers within the next year. Probably the same will be true over most of the cities across North America. Adobe's done such a great job with Flex. It's really a no-brainer when you're building an RIA to go to Flex as opposed to any other alternative.
How about the cold fusion scene out here? I mean, like, you know, the weird thing I know about cold fusion is it's like a series of pockets. Like Washington, of course, you know, the Michael Smith is huge. Atlanta is humongous. On the other hand, like LA is like practically non-existent. How's Toronto?
Well, Toronto has been a stronghold for cold fusion for a while. It's a very mature product, so there's a lot of growth in cold fusion here. It's the same guys doing cold fusion all the time. They're very reliable who you go to. That said, those same guys are also leaning on Flex now to do their front ends for their cold fusion work. So you're seeing a lot of crossover, cross training in terms of development. But I'd say the cold fusion market is steady in Toronto. It's not red hot the way you'd find it, say, in Atlanta. But that's okay because it doesn't need to be. It's its own product. It's got its fans, and it means that I can deliver, all of our cold fusion developers here in Toronto can deliver really cool apps faster than the guys, say, on PHP or .NET or whatever flavor they prefer.
Sure. How about Air? I mean, I know you're getting involved in Air more and more. Are you doing any new Air apps or anything like that yet?
Air apps are really just getting started right now. Air hit the market a month ago, right, a little bit more.
But it's been in beta for a long time. You could develop an Air app last year.
Yeah, I've developed several Air apps over the year. Keeping them up to date with the beta was a bit of fun, and hoping for some features that weren't in the original beta was also part of the excitement. I'm very happy with how Air's ended up in their version 1. We have a lot of clients, and there's a lot of buzz in Toronto about taking Air and building companion software to a lot of the web applications out there. Give it about 6 months, and you'll start to really see a lot of Air apps popping up all over, you know, the Canadian sort of web landscape.
Oh. Well, Ryan, this is great. Thanks a lot for taking part
Hey,
tonight.
no problem. It's my pleasure.
You got it. Talk to you soon.